Another Central Illinois village is calling out Comcast. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Dawn Sterling. Stacy Skryzak is on assignment. We'll join her in just a minute. The village of Riverton is calling on Comcast to clean up their act. This is the second village in Sangamon County dealing with problems with the utility company. Sherman held an emergency meeting to get to the bottom of the issue. Now residents in Riverton want their leaders to do the same. News Channel 20's Monique Davis joins us now live with what residents there are saying. Monique?
That's right. I'm standing in a Riverton neighborhood where yards are filled with dirt, and residents say something needs to be done.
They've just destroyed the aesthetics of the neighborhood with all the huge holes in the yards, and then they put up these large above ground green boxes.
The utility company Comcast is still in the hot seat with residents around Central Illinois. After hearing the call for action made by Sherman officials, Riverton resident Bruce Martin wants that call to extend to his village.
I'd like to see them take all this stuff and get it out of here, because they sure have made the neighborhood ugly with these huge green boxes.
Residents say Comcast employees are causing safety hazards by leaving damaged utility lines, debris, and trash around the village. Riverton Village President Joe Bartley says they have been in contact with Comcast on a regular basis to get these issues fixed.
They leave equipment sitting out either in somebody's yard or on the street or something for a 2 or 3 day period of time. And so our concern there is obviously safety.
Bartley says village officials are willing to work with Comcast to keep the village clean, including providing a staging area for their equipment. He says their partnership with the utility company is fairly new.
So Comcast came to us a few months ago and asked about coming into town and bringing fiber optic to town and giving our citizens an option of services, internet services.
Bartley says a letter will be going out to residents to address their concerns.
Although we are working it, that we aren't, just letting Comcast get by with it. We're going to hold them responsible and accountable.
President Bartley says Comcast will not be able to leave their town until everything is completely fixed. Reporting live from the village of Riverton, I'm Monique Davis. Back to you.
Thanks, Monique. Riverton officials were in attendance of the Sherman board meeting Tuesday night. Coming up tonight at 6, we'll hear what they had to say. Meanwhile, Sherman's mayor says Comcast now knows what's happening in his village. Mayor Trevor Clatfelter says he personally showed 2 Comcast representatives the issues they've been dealing with. He said after just a few minutes of riding around town, they're now aware of the extent of the problems, but says time will tell if it will change.
I do have a good feeling right now that Comcast is going to be on the right side of this issue. I'm hoping that they'll be on the right side of this issue.
The Comcast representatives also addressed the village at last night's emergency meeting. Clatfelter says the work stop order will stay in effect until Comcast fixes the existing problems. Once those are fixed, Comcast will be able to resume construction. Sherman village officials patiently waiting for Comcast to clean up its mess. Representatives from the utility company attended last night's emergency meeting. Mayor Trevor Clatfelter says he's cautiously optimistic that Comcast will fix the issues, but says the stop order will stay until it's done. Village officials from Riverton were also in attendance at Sherman's board meeting last night. They say they too facing similar issues with Comcast. News Channel 20's Monique Davis joins us live to share what was shared at that meeting. Monique?
That's right. Riverton village officials tells me they voiced their concerns to Comcast officials at Tuesday's board meeting. Riverton Village Mayor Joe Bartley says a board trustee went to Tuesday's meeting and spoke with a government relations member for Comcast. Bartley says the Comcast official was the initial person they spoke with when Comcast pitched the idea of offering their services to the village.
Obviously voiced our concerns as well for Riverton, and so and I told him today, invite him to our next board meeting, because I want them to hear, because I'm sure that we're going to have citizens coming in over the next board meeting, complaining about the things, and I want them to hear it firsthand from the residents.
In a statement, Comcast says in part, we are actively engaging with village officials today to address the concerns that have been raised. Comcast says they are fully committed to getting these issues resolved. Reporting live from the village of Riverton, I'm Monique Davis. Back to you.
Thanks, Monique. President Bartley says he is willing to do a walkthrough with Comcast to tour the damage around the village.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch more videos from News Channel 20.